there's an update because it's like the legacy lives on, painful as it is. Names revealed so far in Jeffrey Epstein's list. That list, the names of 90 former associates, employees, friends, victims of Jeffrey Epstein, became public on Wednesday after being unsealed. Unsurprisingly, those names included Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and one of the spares, Prince Andrew. He's on the list too, okay? I guess he felt like he could do whatever he wanted to do because he's not going to ascend to the throne. Oh yeah, his brother did too. Epstein on Clinton and Trump. Jeffrey Epstein had information on Donald Trump and the Clintons so incendiary, he could have upended the 2016 presidential election if made public. According to the dead financier's younger brother, here's a direct quote. If I said what I know about both candidates, they'd have to cancel the election. That's what Jeffrey told me in 2016. Mark Epstein told the Post Wednesday, recalling a conversation he had with his brother about the showdown between Trump and Hillary Clinton. New York Post with the salacious details. Wonder what the headline looked like on the paper today, the front cover. Jeffrey Epstein told one of his sexual abuse victims, Bill Clinton, his girls young. That's according to newly unsealed court documents. The bombshell claim is from a deposition given by Joanna Schoberg. Deposition transcript obtained by TMZ says Jeffrey told her Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Clinton reportedly did not object to his identity being unsealed, and he's long been linked to Epstein. 2019, Bill said he went on 4 trips on Epstein's infamous private jet as part of a humanitarian effort with the Clinton Foundation. But he denied knowledge about Epstein's crimes. Again, TMZ flushing out further details. There were other notable names that appeared on the list as well. First release list includes high-profile names such as Leonardo DiCaprio, Naomi Campbell, Kate Blanchett, Cameron Diaz, David Copperfield, Al Gore, Stephen Hawking. Yeah, that's on there. I'm going to have you weigh in. Kevin Spacey, Bruce Willis, Bill Gates. Name has not been confirmed to be on the list. Bill Gates' name has not been confirmed to be on the list. Not yet. Newsweek has the details. When you look at that list, though, Al Gore? For people who like to party and do certain things, I don't know what Al Gore does, but it's interesting and doesn't mean that something nefarious went down. It's just the association with a very morally bankrupt man.
Yeah, a sex trafficker.
A sex trafficker. Thank you. Okay. The words had escaped me. A sex trafficker. Let me tell you this, Fran. Bill Gates' name is being floated as one of the handful of redacted names released in connection with the late convicted sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein, sex trafficker. 4 of the 90 names remain redacted, however, causing speculation as to who those people are. Gates, 68, the billionaire co-founder of Microsoft, has been theorized to be one of the redacted names based on his past admissions, in addition to comments made by his ex-wife, Melinda French. Lawyer Alan Dershowitz was also named. One such powerful individual that Epstein forced then minor Jane Doe, number 3, to have sexual relations with was former Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz. Close friend of Epstein's well-known criminal defense attorney, Epstein required Jane Doe 3 to have sexual relations with Dershowitz on numerous occasions while she was a minor, not only in Florida, but also on private planes in New York, New Mexico, U.S. Virgin Islands. Forbes with more accounting here. There's more details on others' names. Schoberg testified to meeting American magician David Copperfield at one of Epstein's houses. She added that she observed him to a friend of Epstein's, to be a friend. Copperfield and Epstein were friends. She also recalled a girl at the dinner who she thought looked like she was of high school age. Schoberg and Copperfield, she said, he asked her if she knew that girls were getting paid to find other girls, referring to the recruitment of women by Epstein and Maxwell as massage therapists. It's so tragic, the details. I mean, we've known them for some time, but just hearing them again is so tragic. Michael Jackson. I met Michael Jackson at Jeffrey's house in Palm Beach. Question, did you massage him? Answer, I did not. Al Jazeera with that quote. Stephen Hawking. Hawking's name was mentioned in an email sent by Epstein to Maxwell in January 2015. In this email, Epstein told Maxwell to, quote, issue a reward to any of Jeffrey's friends, family, and acquaintances to come forward and disprove the allegations, including against Hawking. The strongest is the Clinton dinner and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy, the email said. Look, there's so much more here, Francesca. I don't know if, Bill Gates' name is rumored to be on the list. And I theorize, I don't know, that if it's not currently, it's because they were given the opportunity to fight at certain people. Certain people did. Certain people like Bill Clinton said, I don't mind it. And maybe that's a thing that their attorneys are saying, don't fight it. It'll make you look guilty. I don't know. But what did you hear? Did you learn more?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is really important to understand what this list means. It means that politicians and celebrities and financiers and people, lawyers, professors, people with a lot of power and money were rubbing elbows, doing financial deals, and in some cases, although not all, going to the homes of and participating in coerced sexual acts with a sex trafficker. Yes, he was a powerful and wealthy sex trafficker, but he was a sex trafficker nonetheless. And so it is important to distinguish who was just sort of seeking financial advice, who was friends, and who, like Alan Dershowitz, who is still on news outlets defending his innocence, has actual allegations at him that he, on multiple occasions, engaged with sex with someone who was not only underage, but potentially being held against their will. And so,
wasn't he threatening people too? I'll sue. I'm going to file the case tomorrow. And team, correct me if that's incorrect information, because I don't, anybody can be a target at any time. But yeah, he's not backing down.
Yeah, no, and it seems. It's just so ridiculous and it's so gross. And of course, again, he likes them young. We've heard that said. Trump said it about Epstein, right? Now we're hearing it said about Clinton. Leonardo DiCaprio dates younger women. But let's just distinguish. If these people were involved, there's another rumor that Bill Gates, not a rumor, in fact, he did have a relationship with a former employee. I believe he had a relationship with a Russian bridge player or bridge champion who was very young. There is a fine line, and there is something sick and important to understand about powerful men who are older, who regularly have relationships. Some of them are consensual. Understand there are consensual relationships you can have with young women, but a lot of them are not. And what is it about powerful men that they need to exert their power even over the partners who they are intimate with, right? This is about fragile egomaniacs who have no way of, I guess, keeping a relationship or being in a stable relationship with a woman of their own age or someone their own age. And so they prey upon younger people and younger women explicitly, again, either coerced, it could be of age and ultimately consensual, or just straight up through a sex trafficker. The pattern is there, y'all. And it's just beyond me that these dudes, you got all the power and money in the world.
Yeah.
Pick on someone your own age who's actually there, not being paid to be there.
Yeah. This thing where age, the younger, the better, and the beauty and all that. If you really think about it, it's not true. I mean, look at 50-year-old women now. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how old J-Lo is? Okay. Girl. The point is, when you constantly it's entirely possible that you could fall in love with someone much older, much younger. Do you? But when you have a pattern that it always involves someone with much less life experience, that's not about beauty. It's about domination. See, a woman my age maybe has a mouth that you're not going to like. Push back. I'll order my own food. Okay.
Your
You might
own
not like that.
opinions. It's not even a mouth.
Opinion.
It's just like you
Right.
are a person. You're a fully developed adult.
That's what I believe. This is what I believe it's about. But what about the brother? I just saw that as I want to be as relevant, even in a monster-like way, as my deceased, notorious sibling. Why are you even? Why? I just feel like the statement indicates that he seemed to enjoy, because that's what Jeffrey Epstein's play was too. Remember, he'd get you anything you want. People would say, well, why was he doing all this to get, just banking favors, whatever, perhaps. But also he would keep things on these people, right? You're not really friends when someone keeps a file on you and you don't do what they say. And guess what, Fran? Don't forget, I got that paperwork. I got that paperwork. Okay. I'll give you the last word, but it just, I just can't escape him. There's so much more that we don't even know.
No, and I think what's wild is that the right is going to focus, of course, on Bill Clinton, as if they think that somehow we on the left or progressives idolize Bill Clinton. I think quite the opposite, but not focus on the man currently running for president. Currently, you think Joe Biden, there's no Hunter there. No Hunter Biden, even though he's supposedly the sex pest. Nope, he's not on the list. But Joe Biden, also not on the list. No Biden is on that list. Donald Trump, all over that list, right? And again, we don't know the specifics of whether he also went to the island or whatnot, but it's just like, we're supposed to forget that. I don't know, that they framed him or something. That's an AI image. I don't know, but it just, again, in the mind of the right, in the MAGA right, it all sort of squares. Yes, the hunter of pedophiles was actually hanging out with a pedophile.
Yeah. Well said. That was beautifully said. That's a perfect way to button it. Because, well, for today, Francesca, because I'm sure the next time we're together, there's a good chance that there'll be another development. Yeah. Because that's just the way it is when you live for so long in this fashion. And Ghislaine Maxwell, she doesn't want any part of this, does she? Believes she's still innocent, or at least that's what she's saying. Isn't she vegan? She's vegan and is mad about the food she's getting, right, in prison. Wasn't good enough. I believe we had the story on. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I hope she's eating well. You'll be in there a while.